Hello, welcome to Dinner Tonight. I'm Tanya Davis with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service. And today, I'll be sharing with you my family's favorite casserole dish. It's called beef goulash, but we've chosen to add another word today, the word healthier, because we have made a couple of modifications to even up the nutrition from what we had enjoyed in the past. You can see that I've gone ahead and got started by browning a pound of 93% lean ground beef. I've also started sautéing the green bell pepper and the white onion. It's not necessary to saute this all the way because I just want to get it tenderized, because I'm going to be simmering the entire goulash recipe in just a few moments when we get all of our ingredients in here. All right, I think we're ready to add some more vegetables. And this is some fresh mushrooms that are sliced. Also, some frozen corn, and it's okay that it's been setting out and it's almost thawed. I just use fresh or frozen because it cuts down on the sodium that I'm adding to the dish. Also, here is the modified ingredient. I've never added carrots before until I started trying to make it healthier, but this is a half a cup of shredded carrots. And my husband and I have been experimenting with this recipe, and he gave the shredded carrots a thumbs up. He said he can hardly taste it in the recipe, but just think of all that great vitamin A it's adding. So we want to saute this just a little bit and kind of get the mushrooms cooked down and sauteed just slightly. I think our vegetables are about cooked down enough, so we're ready to start building the rest of our goulash. We'll add the pound of lean ground beef in, stir it around. Then we've got to add our liquid, and this comes in the form this time of a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. And of course, if you want to cut down additional amounts of sodium, you could buy the no salt kind. And we'll also add a 10-ounce can of diced tomatoes and green chilies. These are just mild flavored, but of course if your family likes a little spicier version, go ahead and get the hot if you would prefer. Okay, so we want to get it bubbling because we're going to simmer it for a few minutes so that all the flavors will blend. All right, now for our last ingredient, and this is my other modification. It is, instead of just the enriched elbow macaroni, I have just chosen to add a whole grain macaroni for my pasta. All right, so we'll get that all stirred together, and then we're going to let this simmer. Hear that bubbling and that blending of flavors going on. And then we'll simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, we've been simmering for about 15 minutes now. It's all ready to serve up. Remember, this is going to be a one-dish meal, so you get a generous portion. But think about all that great protein, some grains, and the vegetables that you're getting in this dish. I've chosen to serve it up with my family's favorite, a piece of cornbread, and just for a little bit of added nutrition, the tossed salad with the tomatoes. So the next time you're wondering what's for dinner, I hope you'll remember that Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service has resources and information that can help you answer that question.